Crown Prince Lega of Albania attends a gala in New Jersey. King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia of Spain attend the opera in Madrid. Queen Matilda of the Belgians continues her visit to New York City. And Queen Mary of Denmark attends a conference in Copenhagen. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Monday, September 23rd, 2024. In Copenhagen, Her Majesty, Queen Mary of Denmark, accompanied by the director of the Mary Foundation, Ms. Helle Østegård, attended the opening of the 2024 National Conference for Health Nurses held at the Tivoli Hotel and Congress Center. Prior to the start of the conference, a journalist from the Danish magazine Bille Bladet asked the Queen how Her Majesty, Queen Margrethe of Denmark, was feeling. Quote, "Under the circumstances, she's doing very well. I have had the opportunity to visit her a few times since she came home. She's super calm. Thank you for the question." End quote. As I mentioned in last Thursday's episode, Queen Margrethe was admitted to the hospital in Copenhagen after a fall at Fredensborg Slot on Wednesday evening. On Friday, Queen Margrethe was discharged from the hospital and is currently resting at Fredensborg Slot. The Royal Court of Denmark confirmed that the fall, quote, caused an injury around the neck vertebrae and a fracture on her left hand, end quote. As a result of the unfortunate fall, Queen Margrethe's left hand is now in a cast, and the Queen will have to wear a neck brace for several months. In the afternoon, Her Majesty, Queen Mary of Denmark, presided over the presentation of the 2024 Teaching Awards ceremony held at the Opera. The Teaching Awards, organized by the Danish Ministry of Education and Research, is presented to, quote, 7 teachers who have distinguished themselves by being innovative and, among other things, having a great focus on practical experience in their teaching. Each recipient of the award receives 500,000 Danish krone. 300,000 goes to development activities that support an engaging teaching environment at the awards recipient's educational institution, while 200,000 is a personal honorary award. End quote. On Sunday, Their Majesties, King Carl Gustaf and Queen Sylvia of Sweden attended the consecration of 2 new bishops of the Church of Sweden at Uppsala Cathedral. In Madrid, Their Majesties, King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia of Spain presided over the opening of the 2024-2025 opera season at the Teatro Real. The season opened with the 1902 opera Adriana Lecouvreur. Quote, "The opera takes place in 18th century France. The famous actress, Adriana Lecouvreur, falls in love with the nobleman Maurizio. Jealousy and betrayals break out when Maurizio's secret identity is revealed, leading Adriana to a tragic fate." End quote. Earlier in the day, His Majesty, King Felipe VI of Spain, attended the opening ceremony of the Curso Universitario 2024-2025 at the Universidad de Zaragoza. In Le Condamine, Her Serene Highness, Princess Stephanie of Monaco, as president of Fight AIDS Monaco, held a meeting with the new Minister of the State of the Principality of Monaco, Mr. Didier Guillaume, the Secretary of State, Ms. Yvette Lambon-Berty, and the Minister for Social Affairs and Health, Mr. Christophe Rubino, on the occasion of the 20th anniversary of Fight AIDS Monaco Association. This morning, in New York City, His Serene Highness, Prince Albert II of Monaco, gave a speech during Day 2 of the Summit of the Future in the General Assembly Hall at the United Nations headquarters. According to a UN press release, the summit, held in connection with the 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly High-Level Week, aims to, quote, reaffirm commitments to the Sustainable Development Goals and the United Nations Charter, while embracing cooperation and laying the foundations for a reinvigorated multilateral system, and will result in a negotiated pact for the future. End quote. On Sunday, in New York City, Her Majesty Queen Mathilde of the Belgians, in her capacity as an advocate of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, attended the opening of the Summit for the Future. In the afternoon, the Queen held a meeting with the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, Mr. Filippo Grandi. Thereafter, the Queen visited the offices of the NGO Fountain House, which helps individuals with mental health problems. In the evening, the Queen, the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Belgium, Mr. Alexander De Croo, and the Duke of Sussex attended a dinner organized by the World Health Organization. Meanwhile, His Royal Highness, Hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume of Luxembourg, accompanied by the Prime Minister of the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg, Mr. Luc Frieden, and the Deputy Prime Minister, Mr. Xavier Bettel, attended a reception at the permanent mission of the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg to the United Nations in New York City. Guests who attended the reception held on the occasion of the 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly and the Future Summit 2024 included members of the Luxembourg community residing in New York City. This morning, His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq Al Said of Oman, as the Supreme Commander of the Royal Army of the Sultanate of Oman, met with RAO military units in the Dhofar Governorate. In Oman, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II of Jordan, as Regent, visited the General Command of the Jordan Armed Forces Arab Army. According to the Royal Hashemite Court, during the visit, the Crown Prince was, quote, briefed on several issues related to the armed forces in various operational, training, and logistical fields. The Crown Prince also listened to a briefing on the measures and technologies used to enhance border security and the JAF's efforts to implement strategic plans to keep pace with security challenges. End quote. And finally, on Saturday, in Hewitt, New Jersey, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Leka of Albania and his girlfriend attended the Carpathia West Ball at the Carpathia Estate. After the event, the Crown Prince took to social media and wrote, quote, thanks to Anton and David Alexander Jenkins for hosting a wonderful gala dinner at Carpathia West Estate. An evening dedicated to strengthening ties between Albanian and American entrepreneurs, promoting cooperation and support for charitable causes. End quote. That looks like fun. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I will be back tomorrow on Tuesday, September 23rd, with all the latest royal news and events. Until then, I sincerely wish each and every one of you, your family, and your friends a wonderful afternoon. Take care, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow.